Marikrishnan. In this video we will see about what is web application, what it has, how it's work. The main thing is how we can able to create our own website. Basically, web application has a two main part. One is a front end, another one is a back end. Front end is nothing but the part with interacting with the user called front end. The details or information stored in a database called backend. For front end purpose, they are using HTML, CSS, JavaScript languages. At the same time, for backend purpose, they are using PHP, JavaScript, Python, Java languages. For better more understanding, we will move one live example. Let's take in Amazon web application. We can able to see some images, some coloring part. This is a front end part. At the same time, in Amazon, we are searching for Android mobiles. While searching, it will show the details about the Android mobiles, right? How we are sending request, how we are getting as a response. This and all we will see in upcoming videos. Now I am taking one real-time project called school billing application. In web development, for every project, they are maintaining some structure called SDLC, Software Development Life Cycle. In SDLC life cycle, there are different phases. First one is a planning phase, after that analysis phase, design, coding or development part, testing part, deployment and maintenance. The first and main important thing is know our client requirement, what they are need. So we need to know the requirement and make it as a document called requirement analysis. For our school billing project, this is a high level of requirement. Billing software requirements. In billing software requirement, first one is a master record. Ability to add the student details like name, address and more details. These details and all maintaining the collection of student collection. For student collection, we need two services, add service and edit or update service. For every student, we need to identify using some IDs, right? That unique ID called student ID. Same like for teacher, ability to add teacher details like name, address and more details in the collection of teacher. For teacher, we need two services, add teacher and edit teacher. The unique ID is to be teacher ID. After that, we need some services for admission form, upload details, billing, report generation and expense tracker. Next, move on inner more the low level of requirement. Let's take in student collection, we have list of details, right? This is called field. We need the student ID field, first name, last name, father's name. Like that we are making some details about the student and maintaining the collection of student collection. Same like we are maintaining different collection, students, staff, fee structure, fees component, expense type and expense. Clearly we will see in project part how the collections are created, how the details are stored, which format it will be stored, like that. Just to look more on the field of fees. In your fees, we have maintaining the details of year, admission number, student ID. It's unique for every student, and number of terms, fees due, fees payment status, fees paid, fees total paid, total fees pending. Like that we are maintaining different fields. Just to look in the fees paid field, it's like an array of field, right? Depending upon the requirement, developer will decide the field to be an integer or a string, its type of array or array list. Everything is depending upon the requirement only. In fees paid, we are making it as a array of details. In a fees collection, it is stored as a subdocument like that. This is a different services for the project. First one is a create fee structure. We know the 4 type of HTTP method, right? Post, put, get and delete. Post is used for the create purpose. This is a URL used in a Postman. It will affect the collection of fee structure. This is not a final one for the project. It will be vary depending upon the requirement, depending upon the need. We can able to add some other services also in upcoming features.